JJ Redick believes D'Angelo Russell will try to get revenge against Lakers in first game back. The Los Angeles Lakers host the Brooklyn Nets at home tonight. This will mark D'Angelo Russell's return to the Crypto.com arena since being traded by the Lakers just a few weeks ago. Ahead of his return, JJ Redick thinks D'Angelo Russell will be playing very hard and very well. Speaking at Lakers practice, Redick praised D'Lo's competitiveness, saying that playing against his old team would be a good motivator. "I expect him to come out and try to have a great game. He does not have a lack of competitiveness. He takes a lot of pride in who he is as a player. I'm expecting him to try to go at us tomorrow. Like you said, he's going to go against his old team. He's going to be ready to play us, and it's going to be a fun one. So, it'll be fun to see D'Lo again." Russell was traded to the Nets, along with Maxwell Lewis, in exchange for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. Russell had struggled greatly this season with the Lakers and was becoming a real detriment to the team. Despite starting the season as a starter, Russell was moved to the bench very quickly and still wasn't able to recover his form. In the 29 games he played for the Lakers, Russell averaged 12.4 points for 0.7 assists, 2.8 rebounds, 0.8 steals, and 0.1 blocks while shooting 41.5% from the field, 33.3% from the three-point line, and 84.9% from the free throw line. It was clear that things were not working between the two sides. Since returning to the Nets, Russell has experienced a similar form. Despite putting up 22 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks in his first game back with the Nets, his form has dipped, and he is now putting up almost identical numbers compared to what he did with the Lakers before being traded. In his 4 games with the Nets, D'Lo has averaged 12.8 points, 8.3 assists, 2.3 rebounds, 2.3 steals, and 0.5 blocks while shooting 41% from the field, 33.3% from beyond the arc, and 92.9% from the charity stripe. These numbers are eerily similar to the figures he was averaging with the Lakers prior to the trade. However, Russell does seem to be more optimistic about his chances with the Nets. Even though this is the second time in his career he has been traded from the Lakers to the Nets, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, as Russell is excited to play for the Nets. Patrick Beverley backed Russell to do well with the Nets while claiming the Lakers might not find similar success with Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick himself spoke positively about D'Lo, claiming that the Lakers would miss him after the trade. But of course, there's going to be some level of animosity from Russell's end. Russell makes his return tonight as the Nets play the Lakers at the Crypto.com arena at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crypto.com pledges $1 million donation for Los Angeles wildfire relief. Arena in Los Angeles has committed to a $1 million donation to support wildfire relief efforts in the region. The funds will be allocated to the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation, California Fire Foundation, and Los Angeles Police Foundation. This generous contribution aims to provide essential gear and equipment to Los Angeles firefighters and first responders, ensuring their safety and readiness in combating current wildfires and preparing for future emergencies. We have an intimate connection to the city of Los Angeles through AEG and the Crypto.com arena, and our hearts are with all those impacted by the tragic wildfires, said Matt David, President of North America and Chief Corporate Affairs Officer at Crypto.com. Having lived in Los Angeles for nearly a decade and started my family there, the city is near and dear to my heart, personally. While there is a long road ahead, we are committed to working with our partners and the community to do whatever we can to support those in need. Fans attending Los Angeles Lakers games on January 13th, 15, and 17 are invited to bring new, in-package items to contribute to the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank's wildfire relief efforts. Donations will directly aid those affected by recent wildfires. Collection locations: outside Crypto.com arena at the Figueroa, Kobe Bryant, and Star Plaza entrances. Donation bins open 1.5 hours before tip-off and remain available until halftime. The Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, 2275 East Mariposa Avenue, El Segundo, California, 90245, will operate as a drive-through donation center from Tuesday, January 14th through Saturday, January 18th, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. The LA Kings Toyota Sports Performance Center in El Segundo, California, is serving as an official collection site in partnership with the YMCA to support wildfire relief efforts. Since January 11th, LA Kings staff, training center employees, and volunteers have been mobilizing to gather critical supplies for those impacted by recent wildfires in Los Angeles. Drive up to one of the designated loading zone spots, and LA Kings staff will assist with unloading donations from your vehicle. All donated items will be delivered to local YMCA locations, where they will be distributed to those in need. Join the LA Kings in making a difference for wildfire victims. Every contribution counts. The LA Kings, Los Angeles Lakers, and Los Angeles Sparks have partnered with Fanatics and the wider LA sports community to help those affected by the devastating wildfires. Together, they've launched team-branded LA Strong t-shirts available for purchase. Proceeds will be donated to the LA Fire Department Foundation and the American Red Cross, supporting their heroic efforts in wildfire relief and recovery. Get your t-shirt today. Visit the official store at Team LA Store to purchase your LA Strong t-shirt and make a meaningful contribution. Join the LA sports community in standing strong and making a difference. Earlier this week, Levy Restaurants, the food and beverage partner of Crypto.com Arena, provided over 600 meals to first responders from the Los Angeles Police Department, Los Angeles Fire Department, and the LA Mission. These meals, originally prepared for postponed NHL and NBA games, were redirected to support those on the front lines of the wildfire response. This initiative is part of ongoing efforts to prevent food waste and support local communities during times of need. Additional meal donations are planned to continue aiding first responders and relief efforts. Last week, Lazy Dog Restaurants, including the LA Live location, provided complimentary meals to firefighters and first responders at select locations across Los Angeles and Ventura County. On Monday, January 13th, these restaurants hosted a fundraising event, donating 100% of their net profits to the American Red Cross to support those affected by the wildfires. Additionally, other LA Live restaurants, such as Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar and Kitsuya, contributed dozens of meals to first responders who traveled to Los Angeles to assist in wildfire relief efforts. LeBron James' family remains evacuated due to wildfires. LeBron James and his family continue to stay in a hotel after evacuating their home because of the wildfires that have engulfed the Los Angeles area for the past week. They were among those forced to leave the upscale Brentwood community, and the Lakers star told reporters after the team beat the Miami Heat on Wednesday that they were hoping to return soon. The rental home occupied by Lakers coach J.J. Redick and his family in the Pacific Palisades area burned down, and James said he knows others who have been impacted. "Our friends that lost their homes, just being there for them," said James, who scored 22 points in 38 minutes in the Lakers' 117-108 win on Wednesday. "It's very challenging, especially when you got kids and you lose your home and all their belongings. It's a lot to try to wrap your head around it. I'm very happy that my family is safe." 2 Lakers home games were postponed last week because of the fires, and James admitted the events had affected him. "Personally, I've been off," James, 40, said. "Personally, my family, we've been evacuated since last Thursday night, so I've been in a hotel since pretty much when we got back from Dallas. So, just figuring it out. But staying strong for one another. Obviously, that's most important." The Lakers are among a dozen pro sports teams in Los Angeles and Orange counties that have committed $8 million to support fire relief. At least 25 people have been killed in the fires, which have scorched more than 60 square miles and destroyed 12,000-plus structures, CBS News reported Thursday. LeBron James shares sweet moment with young fan at Lakers game. "That's what it's all about." LeBron James is the king of making sure his fans have great memories. While the Lakers took on the Miami Heat at Los Angeles' Crypto.com Arena on Wednesday, January 15th, one young fan sitting courtside couldn't help but be overcome with excitement when she saw the power forward, 40, standing before her. A focused James didn't seem to notice the little girl crying hysterically behind him during the game. However, television cameras caught the kid's reaction, and she soon began going viral before the Lakers secured a 117-108 victory over the Heat. "Look at that young fan there," a sports commentator says while chuckling in the original clip. Gets a close-up view of LeBron and kind of has a moment. Other posts shared on Twitter showed the basketball star making his way to the girl after the game as she sat with two adults, all three wearing Lakers jerseys. The trio seemed to be in awe as James approached them. Once in front of them, James took off his wristband and put it on the child before kneeling down and posing for a picture with her. After they got their photo together, he allowed one of the people she had been sitting with to join in for a group photo before giving that person a wristband as well. As other fans began to swarm him, James made sure he didn't skip past a much younger spectator who walked up during the sweet moment. Before walking away, James took off another wristband and gave it to a little boy who had been watching. "Loved how he didn't ignore the last kid," one person commented on the NBA's Instagram post. After the game was over, James explained to reporters that he learned of the viral moment, which happened in the first quarter, after someone sent him the clip during halftime. "Thank goodness that I actually looked at my phone at halftime, or I wouldn't have even seen the reaction," he said. According to James, he'd waved to the kid during the beginning of the game. "Then I got back to playing." It was when he turned around after the wave that the young fan sobbed happily over being acknowledged. To have that type of connection with someone, where they can have that type of reaction, I think that's what it's all about, you know? "I've always tried to be a role model and someone that kids can look up to," James told reporters. Clippers owner Steve Ballmer donates $15 million toward wildfire relief in Los Angeles. Los Angeles has been facing the worst urban wildfire ever, with over 1,000 acres of property razed to the ground. Thousands have lost homes and personal belongings in this fire, including Los Angeles Lakers head coach J.J. Redick. With relief efforts for the disadvantaged being accelerated, Los Angeles Clippers team owner Steve Ballmer has announced a $15 million donation to the cause. "We love LA and are committed to supporting the communities affected by the devastating wildfires. In coordination with our local partners, Ballmer Group will contribute to addressing immediate food and shelter needs in the community and supporting our first responders. We've dedicated an initial $15 million in emergency funding for the many people impacted by these fires, particularly in the historic, racially diverse community of Altadena. We are also honored to host Fire Aid at the Intuit Dome in partnership with the Azoff family, Live Nation, and AEG Presence. Airing live on January 30th, Fire Aid is an evening of music and solidarity dedicated to rebuilding communities devastated by wildfires and supporting efforts to prevent future fire disasters throughout Southern California. We understand there will be a long road to recovery for the LA region and remain committed to supporting the community. This is a wonderful gesture by Ballmer, especially for areas like Altadena, who are one of the lowest income areas affected by the wildfire. This will go a long way in rebuilding these precious communities. Earlier this week, 12 LA sports teams, including the Clippers and Lakers, announced an $8 million donation to wildfire relief efforts. Ballmer's individual donation isn't linked to that donation. Angel City FC, the Angels, Chargers, Clippers, Dodgers, Ducks, Galaxy, Kings, LAFC, Lakers, Rams, and Sparks will make contributions to the American Red Cross, Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation, and other relief organizations, they said. The teams and Fanatics, the sports apparel and fan gear store, will also distribute $3 million worth of sports merchandise to Angelinos who have been evacuated from their homes and distribute personal hygiene kits, school supplies, sneakers, and more at relief sites around the city. As previously mentioned, J.J. Redick's rental home in the Palisades burned down with countless precious memories in it. Steve Kerr's family home was also a casualty of the fire. LA-raised athletes playing in the area like Russell Westbrook and Kawhi Leonard have expressed real emotions while discussing the tragedy. Hopefully, these efforts help the city recover from this major tragedy, which is still ongoing. The fires haven't been fully contained, with evacuated areas remaining empty as families are waiting to go back to their homes. LeBron James is among the many who have been evacuated from their residences and are yet to return. Lakers plan to sign ex-Pelicans center after cutting young guard. The Los Angeles Lakers' lack of size has been a consistent issue this season. Jackson Hayes has been in and out of the lineup due to injury, and there is still no clarity on when Christian Wood will be able to return to the court. The Lakers can still trade for a big man ahead of the deadline but are going to add some size in the meantime. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, Los Angeles is planning to sign former New Orleans Pelicans center Trey Jemison. He was just recently waived by the team after playing in 16 games this season. Jemison isn't going to be a huge needle mover for Los Angeles. The 25-year-old averages 5.1 points and 4.3 rebounds per game in his career. That said, he's another big body the Lakers can use to give Anthony Davis some reprieve from having to play center. To make room for Jemison, Los Angeles is waiving 23-year-old guard Quincy Olivari. The guard has grown popular amongst Lakers fans due to his impressive play for the South Bay Lakers of the NBA G League. He was averaging 17.2 points per game and hitting 40.6% of his three-point shots. However, he only had a chance to suit up for 2 NBA games this season, and the team needs somebody who can help them more right now.